Looks like we're right on time. Not too early, not too late.
Ugh, I just graduated from church Sunday school, too. I didn't think I'd have to study this much just to become a bracer.
Well, today's our last day. Besides, you chose to do this. You can't complain about it now.
I guess you're right. All right. I'll give it my all and make it through Shara's training.
That's the spirit? All right, then let's head to the Bracer Guild then. We still have time before the exam, so it might be nice to see how people are doing around town.
Oh, that's a great idea. We can take a breather before the exam.
I'm glad that you agree with me, Sardonyx, that pots must be smashed. I'm glad to hear it. Because I got the opposite when I played Dragon Quest, and I had the chat was against me smashing pots and all. So glad that this time around I have someone that's backing me up on this. Enjoy conversations with local townspeople. As the story progresses, your dialogue will gradually change. Alright, so don't go to the red building, that advances the story, so... What are you gonna say? Hey, yo, I'll talk to you. The weather is so nice today. I just know something good is about to happen. I can just feel it. Do. Ah, I cannot smash this barrel. Dang it. Well, I guess all the house pots are safe then. But all the outside pots will be smashed though. We don't even have to interact or go through doors? That's cool. Yo, Freddy. Hey, visit Estelle and Joshua. How's the orbital arts orbment I adjusted for the other day? Estelle is having problems, but I think it's more of an issue with the user than an orbment. She's an act first, think later kind of person, and it slows down her learning. Though once you finally figure something out, she's actually more capable than most. Well, excuse me. There, everyone struggles with it at first. Once you get the knack, you'll get it in no time. Right. I get the hang of it real fast and leave Joshua in the dust. Yeah. Honestly, I wasn't able to use them well either when I first joined the central factory in Zeiss. You too, Freddy? Yeah, though, well, you can't become a technician if you can't use it at all. Estelle, you are aiming to be a bracer, so you're gonna need to work at it. Ah. Melders. Sorry we're not open yet. Oh, just Estelle and Joshua, huh? Odd to see you two up so early. Good morning, Mr. Melders. Good morning. Thank you for repairing the orbment light the other day. The light outside our house was broken, right? You practically can't live without orbments these days. Back when I was a kid, we didn't have stuff like orbments. Now you can make fire or light with a snap. They've even got the whole flying ships. Can't say I'm too happy, life has become too easy. Oh great, here comes a lecture about the good old days. If you had just said thank you and goodbye, we wouldn't be in this situation. When I was just a lad, we did it all with blood, sweat, and tears. And you were also walking uphill in the snow and all that, we all know. And the dinosaurs are roaming around too with you. As hope youngsters these days don't forget the value of hard work. Haha, sure hope not. Alright, maybe I didn't need to adjust the text speed as much, so... Hang on, I'm just gonna fix that quickly, because there does seem to be an issue. So let's turn it down a little bit again. Like, there. That should be better. Alright, so they have like 2 exits in, I get it. Well, I guess we can just go...
Joshua, training at the guild again?
Morning! Yep. And today's the last day.
Only if we pass. We've got to go, Estelle. We can't be late.
Who were we talking to? It was a man voice. I don't see anyone. Who was talking right there?
Oh, hello, Estelle. Joshua? Which one should I pick?
Shops with undiscovered items are marked with new. Once all items have been discovered, the map icon changes from shop with red to shop with green. Alright, so dishes can do some, or ingredients, I'm guessing they have used for like cooking, because it says like fresh milk, fresh cheese, and all that. Costumes, cat ears and a cat tail. Okay. Alright, so this is an HP healing item, and this is an EP recover item. I think I will have to... Hold on, don't I have to pick up like a specific thing that he wanted it, father? What was it? Well, not from here, but it was something specific he wanted.
Thank you for your
Well, I'll check out the
patronage.
store later. What's upstairs? Anything neat up over here? Bloom. Ah, nothing invigorates quite like crisp morning air. Now there's time for some watering my beloved dearies.
There we go.
There! Maybe you wanted a cat ear costume. Yes, of course. Elgar Arms and Guards. Wait, maybe I should read the signs, because what's general store? This is general goods, so not quite it. That's just arms and guards. Okay, never mind. Hmm? There's a shop over here I need to check out.
Hey, you two. Want to place an order?
I only started here because I was told I could attend a bar. But now I've had a breakfast and lunch and I'm practically a waiter. Alright, that was unfortunate.
What to pick?
Wholesome pasta, fried potato, flowery soda, Carmine's eye. Herb soup packed with ingredients said to improve eyesight. Ah, of course. And it makes sense that it cures blind. Flowery soda, healthy soda with a subtle bitterness of medicinal herbs. I don't think I would drink that. A healthy soda with medicinal herbs. Fried potatoes. Potatoes deep fried in olive oil and slightly salted. Wholesome pasta, a hearty pasta filled with a chef's care and dedication. I don't think I need to have the pasta dish just yet, because that's a lot of HP it heals up.
Thanks.
Well, I should probably talk to some more NPCs, but I don't see any quest markers other than main events. I think I'm just gonna go to like the main event.
Oh, good morning, Estelle. Joshua?
Morning, Ina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Already here?
Yes, she's waiting for you two on the second floor. Once your training today is complete, you'll officially join the ranks of the Bracers. Good luck, you two.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll do our best.
Maybe I should... There we go. Because I saw it looked a little bit awkward with their mouth moving so quick because of the high speed mode, so... I guess I would just have the high speed mode when I'm exploring, but when I go to main areas, I would just not have it on, the high speed mode. But still good that they have it. I'm gonna assume tarot cards. And
The Star and Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And a reverse Wheel of Fortune. This is a tricky set. How should I interpret this?
Shara, morning.
Oh, Estelle and Joshua. It's rare to see you two so early in the morning.
It's the last day of training.
Alright, there we go. I was just waiting for a text box, but yeah, they didn't really have to focus that much on her chest. I mean, it's a nice one, but did they really have to have two whole shots of the chest? They could have just had one of them, you know? Like, they can't say, oh, we wanted to focus on the tarot cards. No, no, no. They know exactly what they wanted you to focus on. Also, I'm pretty sure I can figure out. I want to say two voice actors right now. I think Joshua's voice actor is probably Johnny Young Bosch. And I believe Shara's is Michelle Ruff. If I manage to pinpoint both of them correctly.
I want to get it over with and become a bracer already.
As energetic as ever. But I'm afraid energy alone won't be enough to get you through today. You best be ready.
Oh, come on.
Not another word. Everything I teach you goes in one ear and out the other. It's my job to be sure my lessons don't slip through that sieve-like brain of yours.
I mean, she's a protagonist. She can afford to be dumb. She can afford it. I mean, when has it ever bit in the behind of a protagonist to not be smart?
Ah, Joshua! Shara's being a bully.
It's scary how Estelle is the only one that can do these expressions with her eyes.
It's all right, Shara. Estelle may be bad at studying, and she almost never reviews what you teach us. And yes, she's a soft-hearted busybody who loves taking care of others. But her instincts are good, so she'll learn how to use orbments on the fly without any issues.
Well, I guess I'll just have to pin my hopes on that.
Hey, Joshua! That didn't sound very supportive.
What a terrible thing to say. I listed out all your good points.
Oh, please. By the way, Shara, what did you see in your tarot cards? You certainly didn't seem very happy about it.
Oh, this. I vaguely tried to predict what might happen around me in the near future. I must be a bit rusty, though. I couldn't make out a thing.
Nothing at all?
Oh, does that happen often?
When the meaning is this profound, it becomes harder to interpret. But never mind all that. Time for your last day of training.
Let's have a quick review of what you've learned up to now. If you're going to work as bracers, essentially you know at least the basics. And that goes especially for you, Estelle, so you better be listening up. Yeah. So, what do you want to review? Orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices that work by utilizing what we call orbal energy. They can provide a variety of different effects depending on what quartz or process septium you choose to install into them. Believe it or not, it's only been 50 years since orbments were invented. However, nowadays orbments are an integral part of society. You'll find them in weapons, magic, airships, and countless other everyday items. This wave of technological innovation is commonly referred to as the Orbal Revolution. Bracers. Bracers are combat and investigative professionals who work to keep the peace and protect civilians in their respective regions. They aid their communities not just by culling monsters and preventing crime, but also by finding lost items or escort cargo, among other duties. The Bracer Guild has branches stationed all over the Zamurian continent to manage all the different bracers in each region. The Bracer Guild. The Bracer Guild is a worldwide association established 50 years ago. In addition to those located in Liberal, there are branches across the continent, all contributing to local peace. In fact, their neutrality has helped them mediate conflicts between nations, such as the war from a decade ago. Having said that, the Guild is perpetually short on personnel, precisely because there is such high demand for their aid. The Liberal Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberal, which we call home, is a nation rich in nature and tradition. It sits on the west side of the Sumerian continent. Liberal is famed for its rich stores of septium and is proud to be a technological leader in orbment development. Orbment technology is also an important asset in helping Liberal to defend its independence amidst disputes with neighboring nations. When we were invaded 10 years ago by the Erebonian Empire, it was orbital-engined airships that ultimately saved the kingdom from ruin. Although relations with the Empire remained strained, Queen Alicia's political maneuvering has allowed Liberals to remain more or less peaceful. Alright, interesting that it's kind of viewed the technology that they have. Alright, that's enough of the review. Now then, I suppose that's enough review for now. We can't afford to get behind schedule here. Stay sharp, you two. It's time for the practical part of your exam. Hey, Shara. How is this practical part different from what we've done before? It's different in that it puts what you've learned in theory to the test. AKA, I'm going to put you two through a real brace. Go through what real braces have to deal with every single day. Oh, okay. And on that note, it's time for you to get out there and put in some physical work. I hope you're willing to work up a sweat, because I'm not going to have it any other way. Oh, heck yeah, finally! Finally, I'm going to be free from the endless writing and theory and thinking and... writing and theory and thinking and boring stuff. That was a lot of and. Couldn't it just be comma, like endless writing, comma, theory, comma, thinking, and then have the word and for boring stuff instead of and. Get those all worried for nothing. Nice to see you suddenly in such high spirits. I can only hope you'll be smiling to the end of the day. Anyway, how about we get on with the first practical test? You got it. First off, you'll have to confirm the details of the job you'll be taking on. But before that, there's a little something we need to give you. Aina, are they ready? Yes. Great, now go on, you two. Take one for each of you. Alright, Aina, what is it you're gonna give us? Ah, a book, of course. Whatever you do not lose these. They're going to come in very handy. Bracer's notebook. Those are your official Bracer's notebooks. They're where you record every detail of your work. What you've heard, what you found, where you found it, and so on. What may seem like minor details in the moment, more often than not, become crucial clues. You should always make a record of everything you notice, and I mean everything, okay? Ugh, great, more pen pushing. Understood. Oh, that's odd. Either my hearing is out of whack, or I swear that only one of you replied back. Ahaha, whatever gave you that idea. Listen to me, Estelle. It's the duty of all bracers to keep an accurate record of their work. So quit whining and do it. Fine. Glad to see we're on the same page. Now, let's get started. See that bulletin board over there by the door? That's where all your jobs will be posted. Go there and check your job for today. Got it, so we check the bulletin board for stuff.
Let's see.
There are various requests posted on the bulletin board. You are able to check the client and reward for each quest. Check the details for the request by pressing X. Retrieval training. You get 500 Mira, 1 BP point, and no deadline. So there'll be deadlines to quests. Okay, I guess we'll see what that's about at a later date. Search the sewers and retrieve the items stored inside the treasure chest. For more details, speak with Sherazard. Ah, wouldn't be a JRPG without a sewer part. Job details checked on the bulletin board, and important work related events will automatically be recorded in your Bracer notebook. Oh, that's cool! Press R1 and circle to open the Bracer notebook. It automatically records details of requests found on the bulletin board and significant story events. Alright, that's pretty cool. You're able to view general statistics of the games, the number of completed quests, and battle victories in the record page of the Bracer Notebook. To view individual requests, use L1, R1 to go through different tabs. Okay, Rolent. Main quest. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Alright, good. Looks like you've gotten the hang of using the bulletin board and notebook. Checking the bulletin board is one of your Bracer's most fundamental tasks. It is also our duty to keep tabs on what's posted there so we don't miss any urgent jobs when they pop up. Man, it feels suffocating just listening to all these rules and duties. It may certainly feel that way, but it goes to show just how much responsibility comes with being a Bracer. I don't think any Bracer worth their salt does things half-heartedly. You know what? You're right, Joshua. I've got to go into this full-heartedly. Hey, it looks like you're finally starting to fix that mindset of yours. Yep, I'm finally all pumped up now. Well then, let's get moving before all that motivation flattens out. What are we doing next? Next, we'll be going to Mr. Melder's workshop across the road to learn how to make the most out of his factory services. He's kindly taking time out of his busy day to accommodate us, so make sure you remember your manners, okay? Sure thing. So we gotta talk to the old guy again that's gonna talk about how great the old days was. You'll now learn how to use an orbital factory to your advantage. Here you can modify your orbments and synthesize quartz, which will allow you to use orbital arts. Arts can be a wide variety of effects, and mastering their use will save your skin in more ways than one. Danger comes with the territory in the Bracer business, so the guild and the orbital factories have gotten to know each other pretty well. Right, that's about all I can explain. I'll let the expert here handle the technical side of things. Do you mind taking it from here, Mr. Melders? Not at all. So what do you kids want to know? Orbment. Orbments are machines which utilize quartz attachment to produce all kinds of different effects. As you can guess from that definition, the lights in your homes and streets, along with the engines in your airliners, are also orbments. For today, we'll be focusing on tactical orbments, which heightens physical abilities and make the use of magic possible. Each tactical orbment is tailored to match the owner's personal aptitudes, so its structure will differ from person to person. To be specific, the type of fixed element slots and the lines connecting them vary, but we won't be sifting through the weeds of all that today. Orbital arts. In layman's terms, an orbital art is a form of magic that can only be invoked through tactical orbments. The orbital energy stored within these devices can produce a whole smorgasbord of curious phenomena. Also, you have likely noticed that everyone just calls them arts. Why no one thought to call it that from the get-go is anyone's guess. There are all kinds of arts, but before you can use them, you'll first need to synthesize them with quartz at an orbital factory. Once you set some quartz into an orbment slot, you'll gain the ability to use their arts. Okay, Sepith. Sepith are fragments of septium that are dropped by monsters. There are 7 types of Sepith: Earth, which is brown; Water, which is blue; Fire, red; Wind, green; Time, black; Space, gold; and Mirage, silver. Okay, that's an interesting set of elements, because Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, I can understand how they can connect to each other, probably like Earth beats... Wait. It probably is like water beats fire, fire beats wind, wind beats earth, earth beats water, I guess? But how the heck is space time? How are those two things an element? Space and time. How the heck do they just have that ability to bend that to their will? At an orbital factory, you can use sepith to not only synthesize quartz, but also open up orbit slots in which to install quartz in. Oh, and you can also exchange sepith for Mira if you feel so inclined. You may also find something called sepith mass, which is a blend of various sepith types and can only be traded in for Mira. Sepith mass is usually the first thing you exchange when trading for Mira. Well, I'll handle any exchanges after your training is complete. Welcome, Sir Bowser. How are you doing? Alright, what about quartz? That's not a quartz, that's an orb. A quartz, isn't that round. A quartz is more jagged and it kind of looks like an emerald, but not really an emerald. Quartz are crystallized parts made by refining sepith dropped by monsters. Look closely enough and you'll see circuits engraved inside. It's why you'll see them called crystal circuits on occasions. They reach the other users' abilities while also enabling them to use different arts, among other things. Quartz can only be activated by setting them onto orbment slots. But the slot may be limited to quartz of certain elements. When synthesizing new quartz, decide carefully where you want to set them. Alright, I guess that's all we need to know, so just leave. No more questions? I asked all the questions there was, Sherazard. What more can I ask? Then go ahead and try out the services here for yourselves. And to do that, you'll need some sepith. 50 of each type. Cool. That should be enough to let you to synthesize a few quartz. In your case, Estelle, you can equip quartz of any elements. But for you, Joshua, your central slot can only accept time element quartz. Now try to synthesize one blue mind 1 water quartz and a black action 1 time quartz.